Peace and love, beautiful people. I know I look like a glazed honey bun, but it is what it is. Okay, well, I wanted to talk about the importance of knowing yourself. This topic came to my brain, this download, this idea, if you will, and they wanted me to talk about it. I have nothing planned. So, I realized throughout my personal journey that knowing myself and figuring out through my growth while reprogramming my brain mentally, spiritually, and physically, and making those connections, one yet distinguishing between all of them, it made me realize that knowing your body, knowing your spirit, your soul, if you will, and knowing your mental um, can really pinpoint on what you need to work on personally that you want to improve on. It don't matter what other people think. It's about what you think about yourself. Let's emphasize that and realizing where to start, what you can do to best initialize that growth that you are intentionally setting for yourself to do is very important. And also, another element of why you should really get to understand yourself in all aspects is because you want to be best friends with yourself. You really don't need at all to depend on anybody, anything to get you by. What is supposed to get you by is yourself, because at the end of the day, all you have is yourself, bro. Once you ascend, all you have is yourself. Let me turn this heater on. But yeah, I realized that, and that's why when you come to these realizations personally, whenever you do, not forcing it on you, but hopefully I know I'm initializing the process of thinking about this, that getting able to know yourself and catalyzing that process of knowing yourself, it's a beautiful thing. You might go through an ego death, you might go through this identity crisis, if you will, um, Kundalini awakening to ignite that, but sometimes it might not be the best at first, but you know, it is worth going through, and it is worth to knowing yourself. And when you know yourself, you know your highest self, which is connected to source, whatever that source may be for you, God, um, anything that you believe in. But emphasizing the importance of getting to know yourself is so crucial in any lifetime, past, present, future, so on and so on, because you have to figure out why you're here. You will, I know you will, sending that wisdom or um, intent of word your way, but just figuring out who you are and making sure that you are comfortable with who you are, and you're comfortable that there's some changes that you want to make about yourself that you can, and you're comfortable with saying that this vessel is not you. You are your soul, your insides. Okay, this is just a part of you. It contains something that is priceless, your sacred soul. That is what you need to get to know. Okay, and getting to know that will be so much easier regardless of how you look like in this 3D world and what you look like right now. That doesn't matter. The more comfortable you get with your self, your highest self, the more comfortable you get with communicating with yourself, being by yourself, and connecting with the source, connecting with God, connecting with the universe, affirming yourself that everything's going to be okay, affirming and opening up to high frequencies, opening up to things that make you happy, opening up to learning new things about yourself, opening up to trying new things, to learn new things about yourself, guys. When you learn about yourself and are open to that and reprogram your brain and get closer to these relationships that I mentioned earlier, you're opening up doors to ascend to your highest timeline, to ascend to the highest version of yourself. And when you do this, you are full of infinite abundance. And accepting yourself is the first step to doing that. You already have infinite abundance. You just need to discover what specific gifts God gave you, what specific things that come easy to you, what specific things that you love the most about yourself. You should love everything about yourself, but I know there's going to be elements that you love more than others, and that's okay. We're humans, okay? But full circling that moment or that topic of knowing that this is not your vessel. It contains something that's more precious than how you look right now in this 3D dimension, a three-dimensional, scope. I'm losing the word that I'm trying to look for, but it'll come back to me because I know it will. Plane, yes. Your words are powerful, guys. But I'm also learning that my words are very powerful. Anything I desire, I can have, literally. I just have to act like I already got it, honestly. So, and you too for real. Your words are powerful. Anything you tell yourself, your body will believe. Mentally, you will believe more, and spiritually, the universe will hear you say it, and they'll be like, okay, bet. Shout out to whoever, who you are, who taught me or reminded me of that. But yeah, knowing yourself is so important because that ignites opening doors to figure out who you are, figuring out what you love, figuring out new things about yourself, and opening up your mind to all these endless possibilities of the infinite abundance that God has given you and Source has given you. That light going off was a sign. But yes, guys, get to know yourself is very crucial, very important in this lifetime. It does not feel like I was talking for 7 minutes again, but here we are. But yeah, it feels like that was a quick message, but peace and love, y'all. Make sure that all your, energy channels, your 7 energy channels are not blocked and preventing any blockages from happening, and accepting yourself for who you are because you are beautiful, okay? Don't let no one else tell you otherwise. The only opinion that matters about yourself is yours. And reprogram your brain, if you aren't already, to think highly about yourself because you are precious, you are sacred. Your soul is beautiful, it's divine, it's infinite, it's abundant, okay? And remember that, okay? Peace and love, y'all. Always. Send and love y'all way, okay? Bye.